Are you going to sit in the middle?
No, I'll sit here.
I'll press record.
I've recorded.
It's already recording? Okay.
Oh, she's already recording. Okay.
Yeah, this is the intro.
It's always a cold open.
I know. Okay.
Actually, like, I did want to, there was two girls. No. There was a girl, like, piercing her ear in the middle of class.
What?
Today.
With okay.
Well,
I don't know
yeah,
what.
wait,
10.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So
That's
year
a very
10.
year 10 thing, yeah.
That's so year 10.
It really
Like, I
is.
pierced, I'm pretty sure I pierced a friend's ear in year 10. I also cut someone's hair during class in year 10.
Yeah, I believe it.
Feel free to head.
What school did you go
And
to?
her hairdresser, after she went back to fix it, her hairdresser was like, oh, she did a good job.
Okay, see.
So, like, side career, hello.
What school did you go to?
Oh,
You can redact it. Where?
yeah. Private all girls school.
Okay. Yep. No, it's alright. I went to a
I
private.
think I need to redact that just so I don't get, like,
Oh, no, redact. Yeah, definitely redact.
labeled
Yep.
as a private school girl.
I'm a
He's
private school
boy.
So, yeah.
You know how I feel about that. Wow.
Yeah, we
Jealous.
talked about that.
we talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
You went on a whole crash out on your
And my
Instagram story about that.
Oh,
know.
I went to reply
About the
and then
prices?
I thought you were going to get mad at me, so I deleted it.
Oh, no, I went straight away. Hold up. Let me give my reply. reply.
No,
I
you
was
did.
like, I think I replied, bitch! Like, ha 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 ha. So you knew I was joking, but then
Nope.
then you posted again on your story and you're like, and then I got to like the end of it and it was like, and if anyone tries to come in my DMs and like argue, I'm just not going to reply. I'm not going to open it. And then I
It's a
was
lie.
like,
No, but no one listened to that. I think you're the only person.
Who, me? To the whole thing?
No, no one listened to like the don't DM me. And
Oh, right.
So
no,
many
because I
people.
also knew you weren't going to open it. So I was like, I'm just going to tell you in person. Then I forgot.
No, so many people made good points. So I was like, you know what? Fine, I get it. I see why people love the private schools. It does make sense.
I was just there to stir the pot.
It does. But I am a public school girly through and through, and I don't see. Okay, because literally every time I bring this up, I'm so conflicted, because literally because of that story, so many people were like, okay, but like this is why private school is blah 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 and blah blah blah, and I was like, wait, you kind of ate that up.
What did they eat up?
Okay, the
What'd they say?
most important thing, the only egotistical thing that I took from it was, okay, but like when you're in a different tax bracket, and
You said rich people were rich.
Okay.
no, because like okay, just, and I get it. Even coming from like a lower tax bracket, mingling with these really like privileged people, there's gonna be a sense of it's gonna be clashes. Maybe am I segregate?
You said apartheid?
I literally said apartheid. I actually did. Mate, whoa. Okay, maybe moral of the story is send your
Cancelled.
kids. Send your kids wherever you want to send them. I actually don't mind what you do with this if you want to keep it on up.
Oh, I will be. Because I've got something to say as well.
Go
Well,
on.
because the thing is, like, there obviously is a stereotype about private school kids. There's obviously, as there is with everything, exceptions. I'm just kidding. I'm cutting that out. That's fucked.
No, you can keep that in.
Okay. But like, for example, I went to a private school. Not that my
Just go to the chat, search private.
Oh.
I'm like seeing you scroll. Search private school or something.
That was a boomer yell at your no result found.
Oh, okay. Search school.
anyway.
Yes, as you were saying.
So
Did it come
the reason I went to a private school is because
okay, back to scrolling. Sorry.
the reason I went to private school is because my mum went to and my dad, really shitty public schools, and like in like shitty areas of Melbourne, and they were like, I'm not letting my kid, like my auntie had like worst bullying experience. Not that it doesn't happen at private schools, but like, I don't know, degree and like, yeah, it was more of like she had higher hopes for herself as a kid, and she was like, I want it, like she said, she literally told me when I was younger, she was like, I wrote it in my diary when I was little that I want my kids to go to private schools so they don't ever have to go through that experience.
I get it. I actually understand that. I see it. But I would say that the bullying and the culture that is in
You're
a
thinking
private.
bullying doesn't happen in private schools?
No, it's different.
No, that's
is
what I'm
different.
saying.
It's
That's what I'm
different.
saying. Like, yes, I'm so sorry your mum went through that. I'm so sorry. But I just feel like the bullying that happens in private schools is a different breed, because like they don't
Oh,
contain
I
1000%.
that.
agree. I agree.
They and like the culture within private schools different. Like I just think of a lot of the Sydney schools here, all the schools that have had like insane scandals of like kids making lists and doing what
Oh,
kind of
sure.
what schools, public or private? Answer.
Oh, they're always private.
Yeah.
But like,
Case closed.
that's because it also obviously gets out in the media 10 times more because it's,
Go on.
well, let's be real, like, people know that it's gonna get attention because it's like, ooh, private school.
But I just but okay. But also because what is happening is like awful.
No, agreed.
And like that doesn't happen. I haven't seen a case where that's like come out of like a public school. I just think there's something wired differently in like these private schools where like it breeds for these types of things to happen. What's wrong with my language
this is-
today? Oh my god.
Is it, like, I do think, no, you're right. I think, and I'm not gonna, like, it's definitely a bubble. You are, like, even I can admit, like, I was still in, to a degree, a bubble being in a private school. But, like, I think there are certain people within that bubble who, and these are the people that end up with these horrible private school bullying experiences. Like, well, they're usually the perpetrators because they will never get out of this bubble because it's them. Like, that's their, not to like generalize, but do you know what I mean?
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm also biased because I know I've grown up within my own bubble within a public school in Western Sydney. Maybe this stems from jealousy. Who knows? I think I'm fine enough and self-aware to say that, but I just a lot of the stuff I've seen come out of a private school, or the way some of the kids turn out, you don't get that in Western Sydney school, or not even like public schools. Okay, stop.
I am a fine person.
Yeah.
You clearly agreed to do this show.
Okay, fine. Ruu is the other. And I had another note, and it was okay with like I guess the personality types of these private school kids, and when they become perpetrators, it's because okay, it's within like public schools. The kids that are normally bad, they're inflicting that on themselves. You never really see them kind of like do other stuff to other people. Private school kids, it's outward. I don't know what it is. There's a hatred that goes outward, whereas with public school kids, a lot of the stuff that they go through and the torment is always going to be self-inflicted, and they're ruining, unfortunately, their own lives. If that makes sense.
For the most part, I've seen it.
It
As someone who's
depends.
taught in public schools as well, like,
Yes. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a great person to actually speak. Have you taught in private schools or just public?
no, private and public.
Okay. And then you went to a private
And
school.
Catholic.
Okay.
So
I also have
I've had
gone
a
to
nice
public and private.
spectrum.
Okay, but he also teaches
Yeah.
ABBA. So
I came from
continue.
school earlier.
Perspective.
Yes.
Yes,
That's how
continue.
the conversation started.
No.
Go pierce to a persevering class. I can understand that. I see it. I have seen a kid light a firework in the middle of the quad. So
That's fine.
I guess you know. But
I want to say that's harmless, but I don't know if it
That's
is.
a bit fun.
It's
I would have
fun.
loved. I would have loved to see that.
Could be harmful, but it's at least fun.
It's nice.
there's levels.
There's
No.
levels.
No, I get what you're saying. But that's still not saying that private school kids don't harm themselves, don't inflict harm on themselves as well. It's just in a different way
I get
in
that.
regards to like depression or because of like anxiety, because they're going to a private school. Then, you know, for a lot of them, their parents are expecting such high of them, especially even if they are parents who didn't have as much. So they're like, you need to doctor, lawyer, or nothing type vibes. And then they're just stressed because the ones who go to public school, it's more socioeconomic. It's, you know, one parent families. It's abuse or you know, anything along those lines. So
Whole different ballgame.
yes, there
Yeah.
is still self deprecation or self harm, not in that dramatic of a way, but it could be in that
Like
dramatic of a way.
self-destructive.
There's
in a
destructive
way, yeah.
tendencies, but it's just shown in a different way.
I agree. I do agree. And that makes me want to finish off on, even though I'm saying this, as I said in the start, when I went on my huge rant, I don't know what I was on that night. When I went on my huge rant and I got a lot of messages back, it's not to say I'm not going to send my kids to a private school. Who knows where
But that's the thing, like, if you have the money and like education, like, because obviously different people have different priorities. Like, some people are like, I want my kids to specifically be able to pursue, like, if they're creative kids, I want them to pursue their creative passions, and so I'm going to send them to a specifically like
Performing arts
musical, performing arts
school.
kind of school, and that doesn't technically have to be public or private. It's more about their actual like music or arts program. But then you've got people who are like, education is really important for me, or like I still am grateful I went to a private school, more so because I probably would have failed HSC if I didn't have that scaling. Yeah. But yeah,
What'd you get?
76.65.
59.
See, but my average was like 92. Yeah, that's all girls private school for you. So
Yeah.
that's a whole different ballgame as well. Private schools that are all girls or all boys. I don't even think we can get into that right now. That's too.
No.
That's
That is a whole
that's
nother.
a whole. That's like an hour conversation. Anyway,
Yeah. Who knows where my kids will end up. Kensington, I'm coming for you. Okay. Okay, actually, you know what? For the first time, yes, this is Feeling Iffy, episode 5. Hello, gorgeous. Right? Doing something new. And there's actually so much that I want to bring up today.
So many things to talk about.
One thing Rue messaged to me, and we're gonna get into this later because I think like that will kind of bring up a lot more. Both these points I want to talk about will bring up a lot more discussion. But Rue was like, go look at Isaac Purar's story. There's some insane stuff happening right now. Oh my god. And we're not going to start there, but just know that
Yeah.
certain rappers will be coming up and certain topics and certain things. But what I really wanted to start on first, and because it just happened, this morning?
Yeah. Over the past
over
like
the past-
day
Over the past,
or so.
yeah,
3
2-3 days, a lot of independent businesses and organizations have been forced to shut down or close or cease because there is just no money.
specifically within like the Sydney music arts and culture scene.
Yes. 2 places to note. Literally today, sydneymusic.net, an insane publication. This is like a loss.
No,
I'm grieving. I don't think you
I use literally religiously weekly. I use Sydney Music.
was a supporter. Like,
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
support. I
got the
paid
sticker,
monthly.
yeah, got the
Oh,
I don't think you
you
understand.
know.
We love sydneymusic.net, and they're an amazing, hopefully you know, but they're an amazing publication who just give like gig guides throughout all of Sydney every single day. They've
Yeah.
got a list.
Like, you think there's nothing on a Monday? Think again.
It's always
They've found
lazy,
it.
and it's always lazy thinking. It is. Always lazy thinking. But literally today they made a post, and they've had to stop after like months of kind of pushing for funding and more support. Done, which I never thought I would say. I'm like,
I actually like shook. Wow.
and another, I guess, just a venue, the Bearded Tit in oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
But I want to say they were like more than just a venue. They did so much. Like obviously they were great. I think they're labeled as a queer bar as well.
Yeah, so they're a queer bar, but they did so much for, I guess, the queer or like the queer communities regarding people of color specifically. You don't even understand. You don't get it. If you don't know, you don't know. But the Bearded Tit is also closing down, and they've been open for 11 years, and they're going. And it's because
In November.
yeah, in November. There's still time, but like it's crazy. I don't even know where I want to go with this. I think I'm kind of just shell shocked.
It's kind of like awareness and just like
Yeah.
a more like less of a like a discussion and more of just like it's sad, and it's a continual conversation. It's not just one that's come up now, but about the lack of support that people show the local music scene. I always close off radio by saying, support local music, go to gigs, support XYZ, da 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 da, because this is what happens if you don't. And then people will be like, where's all the music venues?
Yeah.
Where's all the places promoting the music? And it's just like, look, well, sorry, looks like you're stuck with X and Y radio station that only plays American artists and the same 3 songs over and over and over again.
Oh my God. It's just, it feels like, it's just scary. I feel like we're in a very scary period because it's like 2 things that I never thought would cease to exist I'm like, what?
Well, it doesn't, like, reading this, they didn't specify that it was specifically like a lack of support, funding issue. It was more the owner is at joy. Joy is just at a stage in their life where they want to expand their horizons and explore.
And that makes sense, though.
Fair, because as someone who's been doing even just like hospo since 13, you have to love it to be committed to do it as your like career.
For sure.
And like run it as your business.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just still kind of like, it's just jarring. Like, it's actually just jarring to see. And I feel like more with sydneymusic.net, because that's more my case in point of like, if you don't support, things are going to cease to exist. And it's scary. And I feel like a lot of organizations and publications and venues are kind of at this point now where they're really pushing for people to like kind of, stand by them and stand with them. And we're not seeing it. Like, it's really not happening. And I don't know why. I don't know what, I don't know. My thing is, I really don't know why. Yeah.
Because people don't care about Australian music. Like, to say it bluntly.
Yeah.
Well, obviously we care, and the people we know care, but the general population are so, I guess, ignorant.
Yeah.
I'd say it's also just like, I don't think they see that as a priority.
And that, there's levels.
Yeah.
There's levels.
Yeah.
It's not just their ignorance.
Like, not they generally, but like some people might not see it as a priority for them.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't think about, they're like, oh, this doesn't affect me.
But like, you'd be surprised, it will. Something that was also really interesting, like with the sydneymusic.net comments with the post, they said that their last lifeline was to get a grant from Sound New South Wales on Monday, and it got declined. And now people are very mad at Sound New South Wales. Understandably so. And I guess people's questions have been like, where do your priorities lie?
Like, what is that money going towards, rather?
What is that money actually going towards? And like, I actually get that, because if it was anything else, I'd be like, hey, listen, tough. But with Sydney Music, I don't think I understand. Sydneymusic.net, like, they've done so much. They're a staple. They have the history. They know what they're doing. I don't understand why they didn't get the money.
I think they've been running for like 15 years.
Are you?
Wait.
No, I think it was like 11, like a few months.
Wait.
Yeah.
Because I got an email because
Right. Go on. We'll fact check this. 18 months?
No, that's in the last... No.
Wait, actually, I want to fact check this.
22.
Since 2022.
You said how many? You said 15 years?
15.
Goodness.
No,
Feels like it.
See, it's okay. No, what happens.
Because they're a staple, as if a 15-year-old business would be.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm just like, I am intrigued to know where, I guess, this government money is going. Obviously, we know it's going somewhere, but we don't really see the manifestation of these projects or these things. And I'm like, where do their priorities lie?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, I just want to know why. What, like, even if they were teetering. Even if they were teetering, like, yeah, we should, and whatever. But, like, I just want to know what their reasoning was for denying that.
Right. I mean, and we actually will be able to find out. They actually post where like what grants got accepted on. They always do
They
like on
do.
their
They do post that.
So we
So
can see later on, and I think like a couple months or something. But yeah, I think this time period is very. It's just concerning, even with FBI as well. Like we're in the middle of like trying to garner a lot of funding, and you know things are going well, things are going good. Like I won't lie, but just kind of seeing all these things kind of drop off.
yeah,
It's like this is
Kinda like-
terrifying.
yeah.
It's you panic, you panic.
Also, because I genuinely don't think there's anything else even on par to sydneymusic.net when it comes to like information about Sydney's.
Triple J, what's on this week?
there's.
That was my chance at a joke. I didn't.
I was gonna say.
Oh, that was your sarcasm.
That was my.
I-
Didn't land at all.
I heard it.
Thank you.
I was like,
Yeah, sure.
No, because like this is full community. This is like you send in gigs if they
Yeah.
haven't found them. It's fully community run.
We should interview Jen.
We should.
Sorry. Yes, I know.
that's smart. Table that.
Wait,
Yeah.
we're so doing
Yes,
that.
actually doing that. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Continue.
Grace, put it in. Put it in your calendar.
Put it in, please.
On to the 7 different interviews
I
we've
mean,
got.
that's all I have to say. Like, I don't. Anything else on this?
No, it's just
Honestly,
sad.
Yeah.
that was like, it's just sad.
Yeah.
It's sad because it's almost like, I don't know, it always happens where it's like, this is the first thing that everyone's like, whoa, hang on. But it's like, it can either go like, oh, okay, this is where we need to step up and start supporting, otherwise other businesses are going to start to suffer, like Sydney Music, or it's going to go like, oh, this is so sad.
Oh well.
Like, oh, I guess Sydney's nightlife and music scene was nearly there, but we did what we could.
Yeah.
But this is really the moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take this as a chance and a warning, more a threat. You need to support. I'll threaten. What the hell is
threat.
wrong?
threat.
Okay, we're gonna also talk about my vocabulary today, but
Yeah, please. Dictionary to us.
I'd
Dictionary
love
test.
to hear you talk about it.
I feel really stupid. But I'm threatening you, and I don't care. But you need to like actually support Sydney music, support Sydney music, arts and culture, everything. You don't. A lot of it gets so undermined, and gets swallowed up by these really big international things or whatever. Like there's many chances to see them. You can enjoy that. But Sydney music is so one of a kind, and it's slowly being. It's just slowly, very, very, very slowly. No, I think really slowly being diminished.
Oh, Sydney Music. I thought you were still talking about sydneymusic.net. I was like, it's pretty quickly gone. Continue.
That's it.
Do you want to take this moment to like shout out the FBI donation one as well?
Oh, see, actually, period.
yeah.
No, okay. Do you want to get your stacks back in tax? So, from just $2, it's tax deductible. Yeah, okay, but for real, genuinely, FBI.radio/support.
Should I use my uni assessment key messages? Support the source.
Right. FBI it's literally end of financial year. We're just doing our run of the mill fundraising. But I think now more than ever, FBI really, really needs this money.
We all know how everyone's so sad about sydneymusic.net. Don't
make that FBI.
don't put that in FBI's future, please. Also, just because FBI does so much that you don't realize, even from surface level. Okay.
Oh, I'm punching the cigar. I have more to say.
Upside down. No, it's not.
Cool. Keep.
But no, FBI genuinely is a pillar for Sydney music, arts and culture, and it's been around for 20 plus years. And my main thing that I always say is, what is 20 more? Like, it is really, really easy to support, and I feel like this station has kind of, been there for community, and right now we need the community to be there for us. So once again, FBI.radio/support, literally from $2. It's so easy. That's it.
You don't even realize that it comes out of you.
Keep going.
You don't even realize that it comes out of your account.
No, okay.
I support $10 a month.
Exactly. Same. Right?
You do now?
Do you?
No.
Right.
I don't
But I
even
will.
notice. Also, now I can, like, end of financial year, that is coming up. And I'm... Has it? No, July is the, like, start of the new
That's when
financial
it
year.
So I
ends?
was like testing you. Anyways,
Anyway.
okay. On to the next thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for me to. It's gonna be hard for me to kind of, not even. I know what's happened, but I don't know the names. I don't know names, of the guy that
yeah.
were.
I don't know what's...
That we're talking about?
Yes, and Grace doesn't even know what is
About the
going
thing?
on.
Yeah.
This is crazy stuff. Can you
Yeah,
please?
Of course. And before we start, honestly, I kind of don't want to make this a whole thing.
No, same.
Because it's kind of one of those, like, it's been discussed. It's kind of just, we're just
We're just commenting.
covering it again and just saying our thoughts. But
Yeah.
I want to preface this by saying I don't want this to become a whole thing, which I'll get to my reason at the end. However, okay, so basically, Grace. Rapper 360, you know 360.
She doesn't know 360.
I think...
He's like a OG in the Aussie hip hop scene, at least from like the 2010s.
No, I definitely have heard of
I'll
360.
just
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Continue.
He did like a freestyle on his Instagram. He put up a freestyle where he kind of no, he didn't kind of. Where he said that artists of color are only getting platformed by artists by radio stations, like for the look kind of thing.
Because they're people of color.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
yeah.
So that and like white hip hop is kind of, or like, yeah, like white artists aren't getting the shine because
Ridiculous.
because people of color are getting
that a joke?
like it's like a DEI type thing.
Yeah.
And then he also said some stuff about like, I guess it was kind of, no, again, not kind of. It was definitely some homosexual or like some like homophobic. That's the word.
What did he say? He was like,
About, you know, like hip hop artists wearing dresses.
Yeah.
Very like base
it was just so like,
critique, and it's kind of just like, and then I like, no one really said anything, but, or like people were commenting, but shout out to Isaac Pural, went on his Instagram story and was like, yo, what the hell?
yeah. And
What
valid, because
what's this?
we're not even what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
actually, what the fuck?
No, but what?
Yeah. It was just like, okay. And I just got annoyed because like 360 is someone that has actually been doing this for a very long time. Very distasteful. Very distasteful. And
So devaluing.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just like, you can't resort to, I guess, because your music ain't getting played on the radio.
It's because he didn't win an ARIA, apparently.
Okay, don't blame that on people of color. Like, what the hell? What the hell? And who cares if you didn't win an ARIA? Like, that's fine.
save your crash out for the aria.
Save your crash out,
Yeah.
exactly. Like,
Why are we not blaming them?
a lot of people do that, which is okay. But for you to resort to, saying that people of color or rappers of color only get radio plays and only get spotlighted because they are black or because, they're ethnic, that's insane to me. That is crazy, especially in a country where I guess music from ethnic people genuinely isn't spotlighted. And a lot of, there was I guess when Sydney rap was really becoming big way back when, it was still artists that aren't of color. I think a lot of them were white artists. And there's been a big change and swivel because it's necessary and because there needs to be and because everyone deserves to be platformed. But you cannot take out your hatred and your lack of plays out onto actual talented artists that are getting the spotlight that they deserve. I think
Exactly.
that's literally the most, and I'm disgusting. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then the homophobic, because if I start,
No, because
if I start,
the way I literally was like, this could lead into a whole...
I know, you're
other
saying don't
round.
make it a thing. Oh, I'm trying so hard.
No, it's just because that literally strips. I can't because
let me finish that sentence.
yeah.
Like, him saying that, actually, it does. It strips away the hard work that these people have put into getting recognition. Like, it's not handouts at all. And for him to kind of undermine that and make it that and say it's that, it's I sound like a teacher, but it's not on, babes. It's not on. Not on, guys. Not on.
Not on.
Boys in the back. Thank you. But yeah, it was jarring to see, and genuine shout out to Isaac Purell because he's been so outspoken on it, and even just the stupid like backlash he's been receiving from like 360's fans, or
Yeah.
I guess
Just like white rap,
white
like fans who only listen to Eminem.
yeah, because thank you.
Yeah.
Like, it's like unsettling. It's so like gross, and I genuinely thought that this wasn't even like a thing that people were thinking. That you know, I guess people in that sphere of music, like white rappers, and this is not all. I guess people that actually have that mindset. I did not know that was even a mindset to begin with. I did not. I didn't know.
Australia gone racist. What do you
That's
mean?
true.
You saw the thing about
I
the guys
know.
from Melbourne
Oh,
and the
that
N-word
was
and
oh
the
my
yeah, that was the whole
God,
thing.
No.
But also, on that as well, I don't know what it is, but I swear over the past, I don't know how long, I'm going to say a few years, it feels like everything is we're going in reverse with,
Baby, it's the Trump resurgence. I have said this so many times. Australia is the sheep to America. What America does, Australia likes to follow. They put back in this man as president, and we nearly put in a clone. Really, really close. Really, really close. Even with, like,
Was it
Mr.
close? He lost
Alban.
his seat.
That's true. But even that's true.
but it should not have even been like a topic of what happens if he it
Yeah.
shouldn't have been
Of
a what
course,
if
of
because
course.
it shouldn't have been
And
a
like,
possibility.
there's just been a huge resurgence of like white ring people. Whoa.
We'll get into vocab later.
In right-leaning people in every aspect, in music, in culture, in politics, and whatever, kind of like showing their face again. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why? It's gross. And for it to actually be so outwardly spoken, once again back to 360, like this.
Do you mean
Oh,
Isaac?
no, like the hatred, for the hatred to
Oh,
be spoken,
right.
the
Oh, yeah,
bigotry
yeah.
to be spoken like this in music, in rap, in rap.
A black art form.
A black art form, bitch, you're actually pissing me off.
No, 'cause that's-
I'm gonna make it a thing. No, I'm actually gonna make it a
That's
thing.
the rant
actually,
I was gonna
no,
get
because
into.
you're actually pissing me off. Because what do you even mean? Oh, no, Eminem gave you too much confidence. You shut the.
Like, are we forgetting how music really like?
Pretty much majority of genres.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
What do you mean?
and are we
Oh.
forgetting about like how like white people literally took it
Yeah.
and ran with it and were
Yeah.
like, ours now.
This is no, I can't. I literally cannot, and it's baffled me. I can't. But I am. My chronically online self is like, is 360 gonna say anything to Isaac? Like, what's gonna happen now? And if he does, I dare him. I actually dare him. I dare him to.
It was not on our bingo card.
No, not an our bingo card. But yeah, genuine shout out to Isaac Purell for, as I said, how outspoken he's been. For someone who's always so silly online as well, he's been silly with this.
Oh, he's been
but-
taking their jokes.
Oh,
Did
he
you see his
has
story?
been-
The one with the shimmy? I was losing it.
I was pissing
I was at lunch,
myself.
just
No,
rolling.
I was pissing myself. Isaac has been so funny, and the way he's handling this. If this were me, like, I would be outspoken, and then once those like DMs start coming in, I would cry. Like, I'd be like, oh, okay, people hate me for the color of my skin or because of this. Or... No, you're so strong. You're so amazing. You're so loved, and I have so much just admiration.
Yeah.
So much, so much. So yeah.
I also think sometimes being like obviously serious issue, serious conversation to be had, but sometimes taking the silly route is more effective to get through to people. Like, think about how unserious our generation is. Like,
1000%.
yeah, like it's like even just studying like strategic communications, and when I have to think about like how I would go about an ad, it's always like take the piss kind of route
Yeah.
because
Meme? Question mark?
like that's how that's what gets everyone's attention nowadays.
Yeah. Rather than old man yells at cloud.
Yeah.
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 My take's very simple on this. Not firstly, but shout out to Isaac, for just being again, just being you and just, again, calling this out. Definitely the right thing to do. My thing is, I am glad that 360 put this out because it means that, cool, we know where you stand.
Yes.
I would much rather
This is-
the
yes. Oh my
the racist or the racist adjacent people be outward rather than
Oh my
inward,
God, yes.
because then it's like, oh, amazing, cool. You
I
stay over
know,
there.
yeah,
You do
I
your
know,
thing.
yeah.
I
Have
just want
a
to support it.
have a
I
good
wanna
day.
support you.
Yep.
Exactly.
Cool.
No. Oh my God. I've always said to my friends, like, I'd rather someone actually just call me a slur to my face than behind my back, because now I know how you feel about me. Like, I would rather I know how you feel, so I don't have to be around it. Like,
Yeah.
don't be a wolf in sheep's clothing. Stand on it. If you feel that way, stand on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Stand on it.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I can't. But,
Yeah. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. Now, in regards to the only other thing I've been thinking about is just how we approach this, and the whole reason I said I didn't want to make this a thing is like because this is mostly speaking for myself. I am like, okay, I'm gonna summarize it like this. I have no energy to be arguing with white rap fans, because again, like you clearly don't study like music or hip hop or anything like that, and you're not ignorant enough to have this, or you're ignorant enough to have this, to not have this conversation in a productive manner. So therefore, why put a clip out this on this topic? If you want to come see this topic, and I assume you're watching this pod, you're up to 36 minutes in, then amazing. Thank you so much for being
love
here.
you.
If any of you are those white rap fans who we are talking about, and you leave a comment, I'm blocking you. I'm deleting the comment. I'm blocking you. I have no like. If you can get her
actually,
comment
like,
off, but I'm deleting the
trust.
comment. I mean, it's on Ify's channel, but so whatever she
keep
wants to
it.
do with it.
I'll
But
be
if it was on
keeping
my
it.
channel, I'm blocking you. I'm deleting the comment. Like, I don't have time to go back and forth with you. I have better things to do
get that.
than let you be angry. You know
get
what
that.
Isaac said on his story today. He's like, yo, laugh, have fun, be happy to like. Why do we have to spend all this time, you know, just being angry at people who don't
Exactly.
deserve to be gone
like,
back and forth
yeah,
with? Because it's like,
no.
you don't understand. So why do I need to go back and
Yeah,
forth with
no.
you?
Also, like, is this what they want? Like, this is
Exactly.
probably what they want. This is
Exactly.
what they want people to get angry and to bite back, but it's like, if you don't, that's more powerful.
Yeah.
No, and
So-
another thing of note is, okay, I used to be a keyboard warrior. But I mean, I still kind of am, but I was a kid. I would go looking for fights. Like, I was actually insane.
I believe it.
Oh, I did. And I think one thing of note, and one thing I don't do that stuff now, because not only is it like, one, I'm wasting my time, and like that's what they want, but two, why am I literally giving myself fatigue? Why am I? It's tiring having to, stand on 10 toes, or to rebuttal, or to do this. Why? I just think there's no point. I'm still gonna do it, trust, because like, you've been working the bees, but like, I think just let it be, because there's one thing that these kind of people hate the most, and it's when you don't give them a reaction. You don't give them a reaction.
That's what I mean.
Now they look like a fool. They look like an idiot.
Yeah.
So, but still, shout out Isaac. Once again,
sure.
I'm gonna say it all the time.
1000%. And shout out to anyone else who's commented. Like, shout out to Briggs, who was in the comment being like, to like popular hip hop artists who were
Yeah.
like big upping the verse,
Yeah.
being like, I see you, I see you. And like, if you haven't called me it by now, yeah, 100%, I'll take it that, I might be seen as, however, for maybe not wanting to. I mean, we're speaking about it now, and I've said my thoughts. So clearly, I'm not that, but not wanting to platform it as much. You can take it however you want. I'm just. That's just not how I want to approach things. However,
that's
I'm always
fine.
going to salute anyone who
Yeah.
goes about putting themselves 10 toes
No.
in front of the issue.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
No, I think that's fine. I think, as a person of color, you are allowed to reply or not reply in any, especially when it comes to this kind of stuff. You can do whatever you want, and I feel like anyone that doesn't, I guess, see the what word do I say? anyone that doesn't see like the necessity in just like letting it be or just like leaving it isn't they're not fully awoken babes.
Yeah.
Let people, I think as I said, when it comes to this stuff, people deal with it in their own way. The people that have the smoke and are ready to go, they should. The people that are just leave it to the side, bye-bye, out of sight, that is so valid as well. As I said, you can get so easily fatigued. This is a draining thing to have to like have upon you as well. And already like you being like, or just like in general, like an artist of color, imagine having to actually deal with comments like that every day. Like, you're not going to
I already
like...
had enough from the issue from a month ago.
Because
And that was just such a
that
small
was
thing. Now
episode
imagine if
one. I know.
imagine if we put a clip
No,
out of this
I
and
know.
then we legitimately have
Like thoughts.
like actual
Yeah.
haters, not
No,
people who
exactly.
just misinterpreted something.
So I'm just like, if like, just like let it be. Not let it be, but like deal with it how you want. If
But
you're-
salute to the people
but
who actually do.
salute. Exactly. If you're a white person staying silent, though, I got words for you. Meet me outside. Anyways.
So glad I'm here.
She is inside.
Right here.
I stand.
She's gonna show up with ally on her.
Shiki on.
Yeah, oh goodness.
Oh my goodness.
A kufi and the... She's gonna be like, so I read this Malcolm X
I
by
go
autobiography.
I go by Oluwa Grace.
She said,
Oh my god.
peace unto you, my brother, my sister.
No, I actually wrote I mean, I didn't get to 2,500 words. I submitted at 1,800, but I literally wrote a whole essay on allyship recently.
Woo, okay.
Yeah.
Could you please publish for that?
No, literally. Publish it. Let us review.
Yeah. It was specifically to like regarding Indigenous Australians, but
Okay,
it's
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, period.
Okay, communications. Yeah. But I was also gonna say there's a difference between like outwardly like raging and just having a space like this where you can just have an open discussion. No one's getting angry at each other, no one's getting angry at anyone.
Yeah.
It's just a way to discuss it so it's not always sticking like it's never good to keep everything up there as well.
Yeah.
Just to like let your thoughts verbalize, you know? And just like now it's like spoken about. Now you've like not said your piece, but like
I've got it out in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, cool, I can move on
Yeah,
properly. I'll, keep watching
exactly.
Isaac's stories, seeing
Yeah.
what's the updates.
Right?
And
And like, yeah, I just think like if you don't talk about it, it gets forgotten. It happens again. I think open discussion about this kind of stuff is very needed. It's very important because like it will, and this will 110% happen again. Oh my God, it will repeat
oh yeah, this is not the last
itself.
time.
This is not the
Racism
first,
always
not the
comes around.
Of course, especially in this country, like, oh my God. But the more we have these discussions and the more we kind of just be comfortable with it, the more we see, I guess, a pushback on it. So, yeah.
and like not like even though I said it before, but like not labeling it as a crash out as well. Like this isn't just like around like, oh, I've spat like yeah, he spat the dummy, but also like
Yeah.
it's
No,
it's,
call it what it is.
Yeah.
It's bigotry. Point. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's bigotry.
you can't throw a tantrum like
No,
that. That's not
actually because let me not get started.
yeah, okay.
It's more so his fans than him. He's kind of gone silent. And this is but so he took it off his main page, but it's still on the Reels.
Oh,
So like it's if you check his Instagram, he took it off his main page, but he
oh my
did a
God.
thing.
Do you want to watch it quickly? Which one is
the
it?
the video, the actual
No,
verse.
just it's this one, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Also, the most deaf part, leave that man alone before I actually kick you in the face. Don't, like, actually don't speak on that man. Don't speak on that man. That's most deaf. Don't speak on most
Yasin
deaf.
Bey.
Like, that's how I know that's racism. Like,
Yeah.
most deaf.
No,
Oh
but
my
actually-
God.
Most
deaf.
deaf.
How we continue?
This is no, he's getting me angry.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Here's my final thing on
Yes.
this. Just a little poll from the
Ooh.
media chat.
Oh my
that,
God.
I'm not sure if you missed this one.
I did.
Which was a shout out to Matthew Craig from AU Dollars, who's been having some fun with this as well and always outspoken. Shout out to Matthew Craig. He's always gonna tell it how it is, which is pretty much what's the play from here for 360? It's, does he A, double down and defend, B, blame it on mental health, C, attempted apology via notes app, D, ignore it and hope it blows over?
Okay.
What do you think he's going to do?
He's gonna start with D, which he's done. He's
Ignore
taken it. Ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think he'll apologize. There's no way in hell this man is. He does not seem like the type to apologize. And also, he went. Sorry, side note, on a podcast. I might get that up and really like just get that information back. But he went on a podcast with another rapper and said something else. I think about the video. Anyways.
Oh, like after the everything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll try and find that really quickly after this. But he's gonna start with D, and then he'll be like, okay, people are still gonna be commenting or whatever. He can't really go past it because I bet you the next time he posts a video or he releases a song, comments are gonna flop with that. And then he's gonna blame it on mental health. 100 or maybe drugs. 110%.
So E, all of the above.
All of the above. I don't think he'll apologize. I think he will, as they always do, try to ignore it and not take accountability. And then after, when he gets too much, he's going to be like, yeah, I was in a bad space at the time and you know, like, just, like, the missus left me and, you know, I was drinking and I just said some stuff and, you know, she left me for a black guy, so I was just...
You know what's crazy? Is like when I have bad mental health days, it doesn't turn me racist.
Yeah. Most people, actually. Let me try and... What do you think is actually...
Yeah, what do you think, Grace? Oh, what do
You go.
I think he's going to double down and defend.
Wait, what's the options?
It's double down and defend, blame it on mental health, attempted apology via notes app, ignore and hope it blows over. I think it's...
He's going to double down and defend. You
It's
don't make a
ignore
whole song with a
and then
music
doubles down.
video
Yeah.
and like as like I was just having a bad mental health day. You thought about that. You actually produced it.
Yeah.
You recorded the video. You decided, hey, after watching this 10 times, maybe 100, let's post it. That was intentional. That was not like on a whim, impulsive. Like, oh, I didn't get an aria, so like fuck this. Yeah.
I couldn't find it, and I think I was just wrong. Sorry.
Was that in a dream?
Fact check. Myth busted.
Myth busted. Yeah.
That's what I was on. I was on radio and we were talking about like what's our comfort TV shows, and one of them said Mythbusters, and then that same person just kept sending links to like their favorite Mythbuster clips, and I was watching them like in between like talk breaks. I'm like, yo, this is so fun.
Like, why'd you eat up? I'm like, need to actually rewatch.
I love Mythbusters. That and like, I used to watch that in like Top Gear.
No, Top Gear.
Gear.
I couldn't get into. I mean, I never tried, but mine
Top
was like World's Strictest Parents. Oh, that show got me through hard times.
Were you like,
No.
Yeah. If we're talking about what I think we're talking about, then
Yeah, I was like, yeah, real.
seen?
I feel really seen right now. Yeah. Oh my god. But I don't really have too much else to say.
Once again.
You can put the mic to yourself.
Oh. Don't want to silence.
Don't silence. Oh.
ally.
Ally.
Stickers on the way.
Continue.
I actually can't even remember what I was gonna say now.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Shout out to Isaac.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Isaac, genuinely. And I think this is a pretty good segue into our songs. It's been a
Bit of a
hard
keeping us,
week.
yeah.
It's been a trifling week, to say the least.
If his vocab got better, so we decided to leave.
Oh, she said trifling.
No, because I'm taking a step up. Thank you.
Ooh.
I'll start, and it is. Okay, I know it's supposed to be the week. Sorry, Queen.
That's okay.
I feel like I just have not been listening to me. I don't know, lately, which is weird. I just haven't been able to like listen to music passively, properly. Ooh, get the Katy Perry off the likes. Gross. But she just had Teenage Dream.
Oh, banger.
It's a banger. Oh my god, Katy Perry's performing today.
In Sydney.
Yeah.
Did she sell out? Oh.
She was seen in like Rhodes or something, which is crazy. In the Westfields, which I think is very funny. Okay. I know we're supposed to be doing like songs that have gotten us through the week, but as I said, I feel like I haven't been listening to music properly. And there was a song that came out quite literally yesterday by Miss Sudan Archives, and it's called Dead, and it eats up so much. It is so nice. And yeah, I've been bumping it. I love this woman so much. So yeah, this is like her latest release after a while. So I'm keen to see what comes with this. So yeah, that's my song.
I'm gonna throw it
To me,
to Rue.
he said.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I mean, again, I listen to so much. I think the song that I'm going to settle on.
Wait, can I change my answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I just realized from the last single reviews, First Class by Goldfang and bro, Facelift.
Who?
First Class is
First
the
Class.
producer. What
She
the
said Jack Harlow.
No. First Class. Sorry. Facelift by Goldfang and First Class from the last single reviews. I listen to that song every day. I don't know why I forgot about it, but it bangs. It eats up. Okay, I'm done. Oh, okay. She said silence black people.
No, I said Rue's
have
got his own
clip
mic.
I retract.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I feel like there's a couple ways I can go with it. I think if it's something that's in relation to homework that we've done, it could either be No Weapon from Ejale's Onto the Next project. It could be the Miley Cyrus classic Party in the USA.
Oh, I was like,
Or Wrecking Ball, because I forgot how actually good that song is.
It's a great song.
It's actually a really good song.
great song.
That era, that Miley era, wow, ate up.
For sure.
But actually, though, the way at the time everyone was like, she's gone crazy.
No, okay, sorry. Oh my god, I keep pivoting. But there's one song from that era, which is I'm sorry, Rue.
I haven't even said my thing.
I'm
Continue.
sorry, but I have to get this. This song, I think, changed my life the moment it came out. 2023? No, it's not. It's the one with Will I Am, and now everybody's tripping like they're popping Molly. Up in the club is where you find me. I do it real big, never do it tiny. If you're about to put, keep going down.
Is it on this album?
I don't think so. No, I'm sorry. No, I have to find it.
Okay, while you find it, I think I've got my song. Wait, did you figure out
I
your
haven't even
song?
said my song.
Oh, say,
Yeah.
oh.
Feeling myself.
Feeling myself.
One more time.
Feeling myself.
Okay. My song is Daddy Lessons by Beyonce.
Okay. What made you get into that this week?
I was driving to work this morning, and I was like, I feel like listening to Lemonade, and I chucked it on, and I love Daddy Lessons. I don't know what about listening to it was one of the Miley Cyrus albums. I think it was Plastic Hearts, and then I listened, and I'm like, I feel like Lemonade. I feel like Beyonce's Lemonade.
And valid, because Lemonade is Beyonce's best album.
Yeah, not gonna argue that.
Did
Not
it
gonna argue
quench
that.
your thirst for lemonade?
Right. So
I strike one.
Yeah. Lucky we're at the end.
All right. Let's move on. So I think there's two songs I've got in mind. Considering you've said like 5, I'm thinking 2's okay, and they're 2 very different vibes. 2 very different vibes. So, one, Gorilla, Little
By
Sims.
You said that before.
No, I said free.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Keep going. No, keep going. Keep going.
I have.
You can choose the same artist and
because-
song more than once. It's not a rule.
Unallowed. Because I just like, I mean, I've always loved it, but then it like came on, like a week ago, and I was like, I forgot how good it is.
It's been a while.
banger.
That song, like, I think you played it in the car, like, earlier, I don't know when, like, last week or something, and I was like, oh my god, great song. Forgot how good it is.
Yeah, it's been on repeat. And then that and Love on Top by Beyonce.
I was listening to this on the way.
Damn.
Baby, it's you. Don't know what I Yeah.
Question for
All right, we're gonna get
culture.
copyrighted if we
Wait,
keep going.
Wait.
Wow, I'm that good.
Mama. Thank you. Quick question for the culture, really quickly. When Beyonce comes to Australia, how much genuinely are you paying to see her, and where? Okay, first of all, where would you like to be? Would you like to be in the pit, seated?
No, I don't do pit anymore.
Okay.
I'm old. I cannot stand being bumped.
It's too much.
I actually think nosebleeds are kind of underrated because you get to
Like
see
back,
everything.
back?
Not back,
Oh, but like yeah.
front back.
Okay.
Front.
Would you be
on
there
the rail
with like the binoculars?
with the binoculars?
Were you asking me or?
That was
Is it
just.
because we're both blind?
Yeah.
I actually didn't even.
So you were able?
I was just.
Okay.
I thought we were gonna get through one episode without me being
You're actually
defamed.
really good on like the race and the ethnicity as well. Like you were really on our side, and then
She said, "I gotta find someone
said,
else to discriminate against."
and so fine. It's okay.
Oh,
So
How
I
much?
was more thinking like in the theater.
So how much would you pay? What's like?
the max that I would pay
Yeah.
per ticket.
Yeah. Because her tickets are exy. They're crazy.
How much?
Like, it's probably not going to be within that bracket, but 500.
500.
Yeah, and that's a stretch. Like, I'd pay 500 for a ticket anyway.
I know, but it's Beyonce.
Yeah,
I think.
I think it's different when you live in Australia.
I'd buy
Yeah.
one ticket and give it to Shell and be like, "Enjoy your show,"
Aww.
and then I'd be like, "Tell me about it," because I clearly am
That's
not
really
going to be able to.
cute. I would
make it to
not.
it.
I would not do that for my partner. I'm sorry. Dale. I agree.
Who's important? Me.
Me. Yeah, T. I'm the black woman. I deserve to see. Yeah, good. Give it to Shell. I agree with you on the seating, nosebleeds, front, middle. I think I would pay more. I wouldn't pay a K because her tickets are like they go
get up there.
up,
Hey.
They
up,
get up there.
higher. Like it's
Yeah,
Grace.
they get there.
Otherwise, you're sitting at the back.
Yeah,
You're sitting far away.
you're outside the stadium.
You're outside the stadium. I think I'd go max, maybe 750, 800. I would do it. It's Beyonce, and then I would just not see her again. If she can't, I'd be like, I saw you, babes. I'd be like, yeah, I'm
so
good.
much to fathom for one ticket.
I know, but it's Beyonce.
It is.
That's the thing. These artists don't ever come to Australia.
They don't.
And she's done what, 2 rounds? She's 2 rounds of this tour, and she doesn't even have.
By that time, Rumi's just gonna be.
That's what I'm saying.
They're gonna have to drag her on the stage in
because
Australia.
literally, like she's on what phase 2 of her like 3-phase thing. I don't think she's coming for phase 3 either. Like,
Nah. When was the last time she was here as well?
like 2000 and I want to
Like 10?
10,
Was it like
9?
not Sasha Fierce? It was for 4.
Yeah,
I think it was for 4.
yeah. She didn't come for limit. She didn't come for.
Yeah, pretty much. Did she? Was
say
she?
Beyonce
Was Lemonade
singing.
after 4?
Yeah,
Was there anything after? Am I missing?
2013.
2013. Yeah.
Yep.
The Mrs. Carter World Tour.
Yep. So it was for 4.
So, listen, she's gonna come, and then I think that's the last time we're gonna see her.
Yeah, no, Beyonce's gone.
I don't think
Yeah.
and like she don't need the money. She don't need, why would she? No, she wouldn't come. I think she's gonna do one more Australia round, and that's
American
it.
round.
That's it. So I'd
Oh,
pay.
yeah.
I'd pay. Grace, finish us off.
How much would I pay?
Be genuine. Be honest.
I think I actually this isn't even based on artists. I think concerts in general,
You're like 200.
unless
Yeah,
someone's
anything longer
no,
than
no, no.
anything.
unless someone's coming back from the dead, different story.
Which is who, by the way? Who are you paying that plus 200?
Oh well, I was gonna
To
say
come
plus.
back from
Like
the
I was
dead.
gonna say like max 400.
Okay. But who's the coming back from the
Yeah.
dead that you would pay more than today?
Amy Winehouse.
I knew you were gonna fucking say that.
But there's like I have a list, and it's long.
And what would you pay to see Amy Winehouse? One time only. Back
Genuine,
from the dead.
like she actually comes back.
Wait, what?
Like if she dead ass comes back, she's doing a world tour, 1 show in Sydney, and there's 1 ticket left and it's this price. What is it?
When I say I would pay it over $1,000.
But not for Beyonce.
She dead?
Valid. Well, you have our answers. Anyways, I'm tired, and we still have albums to review.
We do. We're gonna be
do
so
that.
quick with those.
We're gonna be
It's gonna be 5 minutes and be
quick.
like,
yeah,
here,
this
yes.
is like world record. Trust.
You want to talk about rough shifts? I've got work.
That is true.
Is that why you got the
Come to the
vest
Vanguard.
on? Is that why you got the vest on?
No, I have to get changed.
I thought you had some like fancy dress attire.
That's just what she's wearing. Oh, that's funny. Oh my god.
Your dress, your
drinks.
drink, sir.
No, you're vodka time.
Oh.
Your VB.
Got some vape, a vape on it.
Hang on, let me just.
Would love to see that happen. Okay, thank you. We're gonna piss off. I'm Iffy.
I'm Grace.
No, okay, it's Ruu for you.
I'm Ruu.
Bye. See you next week.